It appears that the New Jersey Casino Board approves Landcadia's acquisition of Golden Nugget Online Gaming. But what does this mean for the merging companies? When can we expect the acquisition to take place? And most importantly, what can we expect from the share price? The answers to all this and more when we come back. Hey, what's going on? It's Pat from Top Ticker Trades. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to grow your wealth through investing and trading stocks in the market, make sure you start right now by subscribing and tapping that bell so you never miss a thing. I'll see you in the video. Let's go. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to be talking about LCA, or soon to be GNOG, Golden Nugget Online Gaming. But before we get started, ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you that you give this video an early thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm. That is, in fact, one of the most important things that you can do in terms of supporting this channel. And as always, it is greatly appreciated and enables us to continue bringing you highly valuable content just like this. And one last thing, ladies and gentlemen, if you're new here, why not join our growing family? We want you here, and we always deliver timely and relevant videos that will help you make money in the stock market. So hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to tap that bell so that you never miss a video. And now, without any further ado, let's get this party started. So this regulatory approval brings the merger one step closer, but the merging companies will still need SEC approval before mailing out their definitive proxy statement to all the shareholders on record. And obviously, we will then need the shareholders to do their thing and vote in favor of the merger. And I already know that I'm going to be getting questions about this later, so I'll just go ahead and cover it now. A definitive proxy statement is generally filed before annual meetings. It is also known as a Form DEF 14A and is required by law to be filed by a firm anytime that they intend to solicit shareholder votes. So what exactly does this news mean? Essentially, it means that the next step here, and this is assuming that the SEC approves and also that the shareholder vote goes well, would be to set the date for the official merger. So the companies have expressed that they would like to see this merger happen by the end of November. However, personally, I wouldn't hold my breath. I don't see this happening until closer to the end of December. So just wanted to be clear on that. And I also wanted to point out the big opportunity here because of how slow this company has been to merge, or how slow these companies have been to merge. So we know that the company was previously at around the same levels that it's at now after the 7% run up after hours during the last trading session, which was due to this news that we just talked about. But before then, I mean, the company went all the way back down to around the $12 range. And that's because there was a lot of uncertainty on the, well, I'm not going to say uncertainty, but it did create some uncertainty due to the lack of any kind of news, first of all, especially and specifically the news pertaining to a merger. There's no denying that there's been a little bit of negative sentiment towards Tilman and people really not trusting him. So I think that was the main issue in this case for this stock, and why the share price had fallen and kind of remained stagnant throughout this entire time. This isn't a company that puts out a lot of press releases in the first place, but additionally, with the fact that a date hadn't been announced yet and the company's been really quiet about a merger date, I think it left shareholders kind of with a bad feeling and left them a little discouraged about the merger even happening in the first place, which explains exactly why the stock fell in the first place after having a pretty good run when it first came out, and then remaining stagnant throughout this entire period while other SPACs were flying high. Now that we're seeing news that's kind of indicative of the merger actually taking place, and now that we understand more about what's been going on and about why news hasn't been released of the merger and a date hasn't been set yet. I think now this gives or will give investors the confidence that they needed to go ahead and purchase back into the stock. Now, let me remind you that this is an industry that is very quickly growing, and Golden Nugget has been seeing significant growth in this industry year over year. And with the outcome of the recent presidential election, I believe that there is even more reason for this company to flourish and the share price to eventually explode, as it will surely reflect the success of the company. So the 2020 election saw proposals for sports betting pass in Louisiana, Maryland, and South Dakota. And these states represent 4% of the entire US adult population and will allow sports betting as early as 2021. So currently, the states where sports betting is legal now, or gambling is legal, we've got New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Mississippi, Nevada, Louisiana, Michigan, Maryland, and South Dakota. And what we're expecting to launch in December and February is Tennessee and Virginia. But that's not all. Texas and New York are two more states where progress is being made, and these are going to be some major players. Together, they make up 15% of the U.S. adult population, which is huge. I can't stress that enough in comparison to other states that we've seen so far. And with big names like Mark Cuban and Jerry Jones pushing for legalization in these two states, you can expect that sports betting is going to pass there very soon. And to give you guys just an idea on what these percentages mean for this industry and where we're at now, and perhaps even where we're projected to go in terms of legalization, in 2018, only about 10% of the U.S. adult population had access to sports betting. By 2019 through 2020, we saw an additional 23% of the population gain exposure, which brought the cumulative total to about 33%. Looking at 2021 through 2022, this period is expected to bring an additional 24% of the population into the mix, which would give the industry exposure to a total of 57% of the United States adult population, which is amazing for Golden Nugget Online Gaming, which could translate into some hefty profits for shareholders in the future. So let me point out that these launches have come after New Jersey and Pennsylvania posted record months for sports betting. And you can most certainly count on more states jumping on the bandwagon as soon as they see more dough rolling in. So in addition to all of the states that I mentioned previously, Bank of America is also saying that there's positive traction in both Ohio and Massachusetts. Now, Ohio and Massachusetts together represent 6% of the adult population in the United States, and according to Bank of America, both could pass legislation to legalize sports betting before the end of the year. As I'm sure you can see, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out that there's a huge US iGaming opportunity for Golden Nugget Online Gaming. When you look at where they are today, with just New Jersey, it's an $800 million iGaming market. When you factor in their immediate opportunities in Pennsylvania and Michigan, we're looking at $2.5 billion. Now, GNOG expects that with their future opportunities, this number will easily become $22 billion. And GNOG management expects to capture a 10% share of the projected $22 billion US iGaming market. So far in their lifetime, the company has been a cutting-edge innovator. They were the first in the US to launch in-house live dealer studio, and they were the first to launch branded slot, which is known as the Golden Nugget video slot. The company has a low reliance on cross-selling, as they've been able to build a player base of loyal customers over the last 7 years, and are consistently strengthening their content strategy by adding new titles weekly. Currently, the company has over 870 titles to choose from. I would say that, in my opinion, this company is going to give DraftKings and their other competitors a run for their money. Now, this is going to be a very large industry, and there's going to be room, or enough room, for everybody to compete profitably. But in my opinion, Golden Nugget is going to be one of the top dogs. So right now, looking at the share price, it's extremely cheap compared to where I see it going, which is an easy 10x moving forward. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you if you've made it all the way to the end of this video. And I would like to ask you to smash that like button if you haven't done so already, because it really helps me out. Now, if you want more videos just like this, consider subscribing, because we want you to be part of our family. Also, if you want to watch some more of my videos right now, stay tuned for the end screen, and you're going to get some suggested videos from YouTube. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, you've made it to the end of the video. If you found this video helpful, I ask that you help this channel out by smashing that like button, as it motivates me to keep making videos just like this one every single day. If you're not a subscriber, you should consider subscribing, as I publish valuable content like this daily. You can do so from your screen right now, and if you want to check out more of my videos, you can click on the video that you'd like to see on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.